I'm Raya, and this is Wondering About Wolves. Today, we're looking at the Wolves versus Chorley FA Cup match review.
Yes, and it was a 1-0 win for Wolves.
Yes.
So, pleasing that we won, we're through to the next round, but a narrow victory and the performance wasn't great, which we'll get onto later. But what is first on the agenda?
The goal was scored.
And a good goal it was too.
Yeah, by Vitina.
Yeah.
A cracking strike, 35 yards out.
Yeah, and when he picked the ball up in the game, I said to you, didn't I? I said, he's going to shoot.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot. You could see it coming, and he did, and he struck it well.
Yeah,
and
it swerved.
The ball swerved in the air, and that's what beat the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper took a step one way.
One way and then
the swerve beat him, and from a Wolves point of view, that's a cracking goal.
Yeah.
And a match-winning goal, because it was a 1-0 victory. We was hoping to kick on, weren't we? We was hoping that's the first one. We was thinking maybe we'll win 3 or 4, and have a good, comfortable victory.
Yeah.
But that was the only goal of the game, and it was a great goal. It's got us in the next round.
And if we did get more goals, maybe it would boost more confidence.
Well, that's what we was hoping for, weren't we? We was hoping for some players like Silva and Catrone to get on the score sheet, but it didn't work out that way. What's next on the agenda?
Next, it's Dylan's Fact of the Day.
If you go to the top of the Blackpool Tower, you can see Chorley's ground, but you won't be able to see it if you close your eyes.
Thanks for that, Dylan. Next on the agenda is the play ratings.
Player ratings. Okay, this will be interesting. Tell me what you've scored the players then.
So Ruddy, an 8.
Yeah.
He did very well. Did some good saves.
He did. He played well, John Ruddy.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for him, this game could have been different. He pulled out a couple of good saves because Chorley worked him, and they worked him hard.
Definitely.
So yeah, I think 8 is fair. A good performance from John Ruddy.
Yeah, and then Hoover, a 6. Okay.
Yeah, he was okay. Sometimes he'd do something that was positive, go on a good run or get round his man, but I felt his final delivery, his final pass, his final cross let him down quite often.
And I think he gave the ball away.
Sometimes gave the ball away as well, correct, yeah.
Yeah, next, Bolly, he was my man of the match, an 8 also.
Yeah, they gave him man of the match on BT Sports. Well, I think that was fair enough because the amount of balls he won in the air.
Yeah, and like as you said, the aerial duels.
The aerial duels, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about aerial duels
and we don't
previously.
win many, and he was...
He's a key man today, Bolly. In that type of game, where you're playing a team like Chorley, who go direct, they've got a big striker, you're relying on Bolly to be a main man of getting that ball out of the box, and he did his job well.
Yeah, Cody, a 7.
Quite good.
Steady game.
Yeah, communicating well as normal.
Yeah.
He did put some good passes out, but it was more difficult for him and the other players because of the surface to play any type of good football tonight. It was difficult to play on.
Yeah. Next we've got Kilman, a 7 as well.
You gave him a 7 as well, yeah.
Steady game also.
Yeah, similar to Cody. You couldn't really criticise him. He helped out defensively, clearing his lines. Carried the ball to their corner flag near the end of the game. Yeah. So I think 7 for Cody and Kilman. Similar games, decent performances. Did the fair share of defensive work. Fair scores.
Yeah, Ainuri, a 6. He was okay and.
Yeah.
Well, whenever he's like, someone touches him, he goes down, but he stays down rolling around. He needs to try and stay up more.
He does go down easily.
Yeah.
He does go, and like you say, when he does go down, he tends to stay down for a while as well. But similar to Hoover, an okay performance. Without going into the realms of, he was good. I wouldn't say that, and I wouldn't think he was really poor. I'd just say he was okay.
Middleish, yeah. Then Doncat, a 6 as well. I think he had an okay game.
He got forward without the ball. He made some good runs, and Cody tried to pick him out on a couple of occasions, and he got into some good areas. My problem with Doncat, Raya, I don't know whether you've noticed this in the games, is his passing of the ball is too negative for me. He tends to pass the way he's facing. If he's facing backwards, he'll pass backwards. He'll turn on the ball enough. If he's facing sideways, he passes it sideways. Sometimes he can turn and carry it a little bit, but he's too immediate in his decision to pass the ball the way he's facing. Without the ball, he makes good runs, but with the ball, he needs to be more proactive.
Yeah. next, Matinho, a 5, he did go off.
Yeah, he was taken off,
but
wasn't he,
some of
after
the free,
60 something
took
minutes.
free kicks and corners, and they weren't very
Yeah,
good.
there weren't great deliveries, was there, that he was putting in. He was some of his corners hit the first man, some of his free kicks weren't great. In the first half, we did control possession, and that was a lot through Matinho. You know, we had like 82% or something first half, so I think he was dictating it quite well in the first half. Second half, we lost all control of the game.
Yeah.
We really did. You know, Chorley was on the front foot, and we was having to defend, and they was putting balls into the box, and we couldn't get it, we couldn't keep it, and we couldn't get forward the way we was doing in the first half using the ball. Matinho, I think, has to lose some marks of that, because that's his role in the team, to keep possession and make things tick, and we lost that control in the second half.
Yeah, Vitina, a 7, he went off, and he was our goal scorer.
Yeah. Now, Vitina did score the goal.
Yeah.
So, you know, for that reason, that's...
Yeah, I'd just like to say, if he didn't score the goal, I would have given maybe a 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So, like, that amazing goal, like, boosted.
Yeah, because without the goal, he didn't really do a lot, did he? He was pretty anonymous, but the goal, you know, bumps him up because it's a match-winning goal and a great goal. But I think you're right, you know, if he hadn't have scored that goal, maybe they'd got a 5 or 6.
Yeah, Catrone, a 4, he went off. Anonymous, as you just said, with Vitina.
Yeah, you know, it's our forwards very worrying for me.
Yeah, we definitely
These
should,
two
like,
blokes,
get one on loan or something.
these two blokes up front, and you know, they don't look like they could score if they played all week.
I know.
Catrone, and so they looked like they looked like they were strangers. They weren't on the same wavelength. There was no working together, no making runs for each other, no partnership. Okay, it's the first time they played together, but these guys cost a combined total of 60 million playing against non-league players. They shouldn't be as anonymous and as poor as there was. They should be thriving in that environment. I think, let's get a goal or two under our belts. I was really disappointed with Catrone, and I was really disappointed with Silva. What did you give Silva?
Next, Silva, a 3.
An even lower score than Catrone.
He couldn't even keep the ball. That's
Well,
what bothers me.
that bothered me too, because
Yeah.
we got the ball to him on several occasions, and we needed him to hold it, keep the ball,
Yeah.
hold it up, give us
And
a
then
chance to get
pass
out, and then link the play. He's losing it too often. We're getting it to him, he's losing it. And then what happens? They can knock another long ball, and we've got to start defending again. And then we're on the edge of our own box trying to clear it. We get it out, we play a couple of passes, we get it to Silva, he loses the ball again. So what happens? Rinse and repeat. Long ball in defending again. It's got to stick. That ball has got to stick. That's his primary job in the team. You get it to him, it's got to stick. And then he's got to link the play from there. He's not doing that job. It's a good job we've got this guy coming in. This Jose, I'm not sure how you say it. But this guy who's coming in, I hope that he's, you know, a marked improvement on what we got.
And he can get us more goals.
Yeah, we need goals as well. We need somebody to link the play. We need somebody to hold the ball up. We need somebody to score goals. And I'm glad he's an experienced striker. I thought, you know, we don't have another 15-year-old coming in. It's good that we've got a seasoned pro coming in to lead the line, because without Jimenez, we have looked woefully short in that area.
Yeah, next, the subs. Neves, a 7.
Yeah.
He did quite good.
I thought Neves
Good
improved us.
passes,
Yeah, good passes, yeah. When he come on, I thought he did improve us, and he improved the tempo. I thought he moved the ball quicker, and he was spraying it side to side, and he got us on the front foot a little bit more. So I do think Neves helped improve the performance when he came onto the pitch.
Yeah, Adama, a 7.
Yeah,
He did
he was
well
okay,
as
wasn't
well.
he? He was
He went
positive.
on some runs.
Yeah, like always
Yeah.
with Traore, he's positive. He tries to get at him, and he did that again. And he made some ground up for us. You know, we picked the ball up, he travelled with it, and we could get out from all the long balls. He allowed us to get up the pitch. So yeah, 7, fair enough for Adama.
And Neto, a 6. He tried to do the same.
He tried to do the
Adama,
same as Traore.
like
Perhaps not as
the
successfully.
ground as well
Yeah,
was hard.
sometimes, you know,
He kept
bumping and bouncing. And he had a corner that he overhit a long way when he came on and took a corner.
And
a
went
shot that he
over.
was way off target with, correct. So, yeah, perhaps not giving him quite as high a mark as Traore. Traore a 7, Neto a 6. Fair enough.
Yeah, next on the agenda is the general performance.
Okay, we're looking at the score for the general performance. And what have you thought about that then?
So, for the first half, I gave a 6 out of 10.
Okay, and why did you award that score the 6 out of 10?
We had good possession, but we wasn't dangerous.
Correct.
We didn't get as much on target as I hoped.
Yeah, that's I couldn't say that any better. That's perfect.
Yeah.
We had the possession, 82% or something. We was moving the ball, keeping the ball, but not in dangerous areas.
Yeah.
Once we got to that final third, once we got to the business end of the pitch, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Fizzle out. Right, back to Cody, Bolly, Kilman, Hoover, Matinho, Dendonka, Aitnuri, Cody, Bolly, Matinho, Dendonka. No, that's okay, pretty patterns. Keeping the ball, but once you get into the final third, it fizzles out again. Yeah. So a lot of possession, but not enough danger, not enough goal scoring opportunities. Nowhere near if their goalkeeper hasn't had to make a save all night long. So yeah, 6 for the first half. What have you given the second half?
A 5.
Yeah, it had to be less because we was worse the second half.
And we created nothing at all. We had to rely on Ruddy.
Yeah,
goal.
That's right. We had to rely on John Ruddy to keep us in it. And thank God he was in decent form tonight. I mean, imagine if he had an off night, we'd be out the cup.
Yeah, definitely.
5 is a fair score because it had to be lower. It had to be lower than the first half performance 6, second half performance 5, because the second half was worse and we lost the possession then. I mean, first half, all we can hang our hat on really is good possession. Yeah. Second half, we can't even hang our hat on that second half. All we can say is well done to the likes of Ruddy, well done to the likes of Bolly and Kilman and Cody for repelling the big eyeballs that was coming in and keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah.
What's next on the agenda?
For the overall performance.
Oh, you still got to do the overall, of course, yeah.
I gave a 5.
So you've done 6 first half, 5 second half, and you've given them a 5 overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have done better.
Oh God, we should have done better. Yeah.
We should have hammered them.
We should be winning that game easier than 1-0. And I know it's a difficult surface, and I know it's the cup and anything can happen. But still, when a team like Wolves, an established Premier League team with players that we've got international calibre players playing against a non-league outfit who are part-timers and in the spare time then postmen, teachers and dentists, then you'd be expecting more, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, so 5 out of 10. Fair enough for the overall performance.
And next on the agenda is the sign off.
Okay, signing off.
Okay, make sure you like, subscribe and comment down below your thoughts on the game.
But Raya, you know when you do this sign off and you say like and subscribe and do comments somewhat.
Yeah.
How do you know all this? Is it like at school, do the teacher and give you a lesson about computers?
No.
So you can understand?
No. Everyone just knows it nowadays.
I don't know.
It's because you're an old timer.
I'm not that old.
Dad, you've gone completely bald. So, make sure you join us next time for the Wolves versus Chelsea match preview.